Hey, all, it's Draco, continuing my playthrough of Jurassic World Evolution. So now, as we left off, we got our beautiful Rex over here. I left the last few episodes I left unedited, so that way you guys could see at least a little bit of what I crop out. I think those videos would have been half as long as they actually were, depending. And mind you, there was less to crop out in those ones than in previous videos, but still, at least you get to see like a fully unedited video. But this one will be edited, so don't worry about it. So yeah, as you can see by this track here, I have got everything set up. Now this is just temporary. What I literally did was all this section is flattened out, but this is flattened out on a different level because that way the back into here doesn't really fuss up. So the fact is, there's like a level here, there's like a level here, and there's a level over here. So if you try to flatten this out all the way to that edge, you're just going to have like this big mound right here that's just going to be like an eyesore. If you try to flatten everything from here, you're going to have issues. If you try to flatten everything from that way over here, you'll have this mound issue. So I just say do what you think is best. Like, one thing I love is that you can mess around with it to see what you like best. But yeah, this area here is temporary. This is how I set things up. You have the enclosure that's going to be the main mission enclosure. This will all be deleted when I finish all 3 main missions, and then I'll build an actual enclosure using this whole section. But yeah, I've got the things I need. I got the range station, the ACU center, and of course the power station parrot, plus this to make sure that everything runs because it needs to be connected via path. So now that we have that mission at the moment I've got down there for security will unlock our security mission. But for the meantime, while we're waiting for that to get unlocked, we can see if we can get on one. Nope. I don't care about doing a photography thing at the moment. Alright, so looking at these two, I think we'll go for entertainment first. So Parasaurolophus and Myosaurus with the Savannah skin. Let's see, so
who are we? We are the rainmakers, the producers, the entertainers. We bring this place to life as much as the dinosaurs.
Okay, so it's already on the Savannah pattern. Now just to make sure, where is it? Yes, yeah, so social means that I don't need more than one. In other enclosures I'd have more than one, but in here I just won't have one, so because that's all. It's not going to be sticking around for the duration of it. This is just for the main mission. Savannah. Now you require more than one, don't you? I need to find out which one of those is. Yeah, you require 4. Sadly, I can't decrease you. Well, I don't really have to worry about putting them in there for the max duration, I guess. I guess no. We want enclosures.
New dinosaurs, exciting! The guests will love it.
So we'll put a heavy feeder there and one there. We shall also we shall also put a goat feeder right over here. That's because one of the other main missions we're doing, well, 2 of them require us to add predators. But yeah, I know this part's wonky and it's kind of off-center in a way, but I will be fixing that up more when I actually build around here. I wasn't too fussed on getting all of this looking perfect, simply for the fact it's not going to stay. Like, this is simply just so I can do the main missions, and then when that's done, pretty much everything here will be removed, and then I'll be properly building here. So, like, this section will have the big herbivore enclosure. Over here, there'll be two little herbivore enclosures, and through the middle sections, there will be, like, stalls and stuff. Alright, so there's the Minosaur. Now, are you gonna have me do anything else?
Okay, our job now is to sell these new dinosaurs to our guests. This is must-see BC, right? That should mean an increase in revenue, which is always the true measure of success.
Yeah, okay, that's it. I thought that would be it. Sometimes these missions just incredibly simple and easy to do.
Our bottom line is looking solid, and our attendance and financials are both up thanks to your efforts. You make it look easy, which is not always to one's advantage.
We'll do that one
You
next.
get results, and that is getting you noticed, trust me. So, I'm beginning to wonder, just who are you, and what do you want? Crazy of me, huh?
Caput, shut up.
Or maybe not.
No offense to the man, but he just rattles on.
Good. Good. I'm happy you're on board. Dr. Wu is up to something, but I've learned that pressing
Well, we
him
have to
rather just
research.
means he pushes
What?
back twice as
That would be
hard.
the thing that we just got,
So
isn't
for
it?
now, let's get on the ride and
Yep.
see where it takes us.
Beautiful. Oh wait, did we? Yeah, we did unlock the security mission. Why is it not doing the whole pop-up thing?
Okay, well, I wish I could say I
Oh,
like
because
it,
she's not finished
but I
talking.
don't. Dr. Wu wants us to create and house some dinosaurs.
Alright,
Not
so
in a way that is
in the
optimal for the
meantime,
animals. He is intentionally putting them under stress. Some type of test.
you definitely
I'm not
have
sure what you
100%
think you're
genome,
doing,
so I don't have to worry about the
You
genome
are
section.
creating a security risk with those dinosaurs.
I'm concerned we may be crossing a line.
In fact, that is precisely what we are doing, Kajal. Science is not about staying in the box. For us,
I'll incubate
it's
2.
a box.
I'll put 2 in here.
Even when lives are at stake.
They're animals.
No, if I do that, like, it will just be a waste of time, so screw it. I will
Wait a minute, he called her
quickly
by her
change him
first name.
to set up to be able to have only need
This
one.
is serious. I've known this Dr. Wu since the beginning, and I've come to the conclusion that the only thing that might be as dangerous and cold-blooded as the dinosaurs is this man that helped Hammond bring them back.
There we go. Yeah, there's the security mission, which we'll get to.
On the best
But
of
not right
days,
now.
keeping our animals contained can be a real test of mind and muscle. But this next one,
Now we get
it's gonna
that little
require
guy,
something more.
the homocephalus, in a little bit. Alright, I'm going, judging by what I got down there, I'm going to go for an entertainment mission. To
Bugs
Egg
rights are the
Mountain?
bread and butter of our work.
Okay, sure.
Who doesn't like
Whatever.
more bread?
Enclosure. One thing I do need though is one of these because of Mr. Fussy Pants.
If you find anything
The long
interesting,
neck
I
needs
wanna
to
know
have a
about it.
feeder as well.
If you don't,
Hammond needed more people like you when he first started down this prehistoric path. Fast learners, dedicated personnel. Well, I'm sure there were some that weren't eaten.
Alright, so there's our Velociraptor. Because like I was trying to gather Diplodocus or Diplodocus DNA when I was on Island 2. So that was fine with the Raptor. And what with the Diplodocus or the Diplodocus, whichever way you want to pronounce it. And then the Raptor, as I already showed you, that I tried to max that out when I was on Island, like the first Island 2. So they were both ready for this mission. And pretty much what this mission, like the way this particular main mission is going to go, is once they're both released, I'm literally just going to have them get pissed off. And it looks like the Raptor's doing exactly what I was hoping it would. But yeah, so it's going to have me release these two into here. but then it's also going to have me try to piss them off. Because once they're completely pissed off, that's when I have to, like, I have to keep them in here while they're under comfort threshold, and then I have to bring up their comfort threshold back to normal. Now, technically, one thing I could do right here to piss them both right off is pretty much put... like, I could just do absolute stupid shit. One thing I am going to do...
I'd give you a standing O, but I don't want to get up. You understand, right? Still, heck of a job.
is when they're both released, this is something that I like to do. This is kind of cruel, but hey. Yeah, luckily enough, I can just spam the living crap out of the forest department, and then you'll be pissed. The Raptor's gonna take a lot. Like, even though I bumped the Diplodocus's stress right up, the Raptor's gonna take a lot less time because the Raptor's still like in the 70s or 80s. I forget which one for his stress level, for her stress level. Sorry, but the long neck here, no. Her stress levels are much higher. Speaking of which, I may want to solve the issue of cranky pants. One thing I want to do is I want to make sure I get him out of that enclosure before the raptor realizes he's asleep. Because predators, of course, will go for any easy meal, and the last thing I need is him killing it, because if a main mission dinosaur whelp dies, I automatically fail. And I don't want that. So yeah, I'm pretty much doing this because it's going to be one of the best ways to piss him off. He'll have access, like, no access to food, to water, to, like, if I'm pretty sure I'm correct. Yep, everything's in red.
Essential, and your dinosaurs require plenty of it. Why are you not providing for
Oh,
their needs?
shut up, Claire. There are sometimes like those things I wish I could turn off, but I haven't got the option to do that. So this thing's gonna take a while to legitimately piss off. Oh, we got a dead dinosaur. Oh, that'd be the raptor taking advantage of exactly what I was talking about before with this thing. The raptor saw the sleeping dinosaur I just tranked, and it's like free meal. I should reply. Replenish? No. Yeah, why not? The raptor is... Luckily enough, the one thing that most people don't realize, especially with this mission, is that you don't have to keep them both pissed off for the duration until both countdowns are done. Because as you can see down the bottom, they both require to be under their comfort threshold for 3 minutes. That doesn't mean that you have to have them both, like, pissed off until they're both finished. So there's... See, that should be enough. Nope, it's not enough. Literally just make like the Dilophosaurus enclosure from Jurassic Park. See, if I want to make this thing pissed off faster, I would have just released this thing without the, like, modifier, so that way it would be pissed off that it didn't have friends. But it's more about the second half of this mission. Because at the second half of this mission, after you get them both to be completely pissed off, and you have them pissed off for those 3 minutes, it will then ask you to calm them down. So pretty much when both of them have been pissed off for 3 minutes, I will literally be putting them back in here. Hold on a sec. Just to help this thing with its health. So don't want it to die at least. So you'll be on your threshold of being angry in a moment. You're getting right close as well. And then yeah, literally, when they both have been pissed off for 3 whole minutes, I'll be then removing a lot of this forest, putting it back the way I had it a few moments ago, and then putting that one back in here, calming them both down. And that's literally the entire mission for this. Right now it's just the waiting game. So mind you, being that like unless like eventful happens, a lot of this actual mission will be just fast forwarding because it's a time limit thing, but not much happens. Not much happens. But I think that's the reason why I also made the last 2 episodes unedited, so that way you guys can see just what happens. Like, I go quiet when I know I'm normally going to be cutting stuff out, but then after, when I was in editing, I decided not to, so that way you could see the process of everything behind the scenes. So, like, that way I could test if, like, people were interested in seeing all of the stuff that I cut out, or if people didn't like it and then just wanted to watch stuff actually happening. So, it's a bit of a, like, testing area. Here we go. So, yeah, the Diplodocus, or the Diplodocus, it is, well, it was pissed off. Right now, it has already done its full length of being angry. Nope, still not. What the hell? Why do you... You were fine in here a moment ago. Why the hell are you being an anal piece of shit now? Seriously, how much forest to landmass? You were fine a minute ago. What bullshit is this? Hello, select the dinosaur game. Oh, this is stupid. I'm gonna strip this entire enclosure bare. And for some reason, yeah, I know, you've broken out. Because what I've done is I've switched them so that way he could have that enclosure. One thing I don't know is why I can't select this damn thing anymore. Alright, so it's happy. So, because the good thing is when the timer for the 3 minutes runs out, you don't actually have to keep them pissed off. You can literally just keep going. You can put them back in an enclosure that makes them happy again. And that will help for stage 2 of this mission. Did you go around just to bash and get back in the enclosure that you got pissed off about?
I've seen some
No, I'm busy at the moment. Piss off. Because yeah, the Raptor's a lot more annoying because, yeah, as you can see, when it gets out of the enclosure, if you're not careful, it will have its comfort go back up. So that's where the headache can come from this mission. I guess I can select you, apparently. Still, I don't know why I just stripped this entire enclosure for, like... this is, I believe, less forest than I started with. And yet, beforehand you were happy with the forest that was in here. Now you're just like, well, because you were cranky, no, screw it, you have to have even less forest. Because, like, the time that you have to keep them being cranky, you don't have to have that as continuous time. As long as the test subjects stay alive, you just have to have them be under comfort threshold in general for a total of 3 minutes throughout the entire time that they're alive. And once they're there, literally the second part of the mission will be to calm them back down, so make them happy again. And I've also put this down just in case he gets too cranky that he doesn't want to chase a goat. Because there is a chance of that. So that way he's got the food to stay healthy, but he doesn't, like, die from not having it. Like, because I've noticed that sometimes when their food is all the way down, sometimes they'll glitch and they won't even bother trying to go for a goat or anything, even though the goats could be like a few feet in front of them. They will instead just like starve until you put a meat thing down. I especially noticed that, as I said previously, in the Jurassic World, the Jurassic Park DLC. I don't know why it happened, but yeah. I still find it stupid that we can't have the original Jurassic Park Jeep tours in this base game. You literally just made them a prison. That's literally all you have to do. Like, technically, if you wanted to, for this exact mission, literally instead of worrying about like this, I still recommend doing something like this for the other main missions. But for this particular main mission, I was just making just like 2 little prisons that you have off to the side where you use to piss them off, and then when they're out, after they're cranky, just put them back here.
Asset has been transported. Just got the word. Dr. Wu has his results and considers the test complete. I'm breathing a sigh of relief. Now Dr. Wu's gaze is elsewhere. I think we should take care of those dinosaurs.
Your thoughts are exactly like mine, love. Yeah, Raptor bashes on gate to try to get out, doesn't realize that it's surrounded by open walls. You're a special one, aren't you? Alright, bud. In you go. Done. So, you're all happy. Oh, you're not. Why are you not? Really? You little shit! You're still bitching about the grassland! Oh my motherfucking god! What is up your ass? Are you happy now, motherfucker? Good. Now shut up! Oh my god, this is why I don't like using the Diplodocus. At least the Brachiosaurs, they're actually quite, like, accepting of a lot of situations. Just give them a big enough area, put a decent amount of forest, I've noticed them to be quite acceptable to a lot of things. Diplodocus? No. Every time I try to use the Diplodocus, it just tends to just get pissed off at everything. Right.
Hopefully those specimens aren't too traumatized after this. Thanks for not losing your head back there.
Now I'll sell them.
Easily have gone wrong.
So,
You try to break out, aren't you?
if I get the story straight, there was some excitement and drama among the eggheads? A real PhD throwdown, huh? I'm sorry. I missed
Really?
it.
Really? Like, you're happy right now. I can clearly see you're in comfort. Your comfort is over your, like, the negative range. And yet you're still a cranky little shit. Fine. Whatever. Don't care. I'm selling the both of you.
Collecting assets.
Yeah, there's no people here to eat. Little shit. Because that's the other thing I've noticed. People are only likely to go, even if you have a place connected by a monorail or anything like that, there's only two particular reasons why people will travel, like, anywhere. And that is either A, that there are shops and or viewing galleries for them to be interested to go there, or B, there's a path that connects from here back up to the main area. Because they liked, even though the monorail, they complained about not having a path to walk on, which I mentioned in the previous video, they seem to have they seem to want, like, not care even, but they care even less if there is no path, and that's one of the only two reasons why they'd even come down here. Like, right now, I don't have any viewing galleries at all, and I don't have any shops whatsoever. It's literally these facility buildings. Because of that, there is, like, a 1 in 100 chance that there will even be a single person that walks out that door. I have seen times where there's been a few cases where they do walk out, but because I've got nothing to interest people to come down here, there's no they don't come down here. And that's good, simply for the fact that that means that if I get missions where it's like, no carnivore attacks for X amount of time, I can do that. Because there's no carnivores to kill them. Like, all the carnivores are down here, so they literally can't be attacked. What's this? Oh, that's the Nodosaurus. I think I just unlocked. Alright. So, that will wrap up for this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it. During the next mission, well, next episode, I will be doing the other main mission, which shouldn't take long. It'll take a little bit of time. It's the security one, so it will have a very cranky, I think it's no, it's not Dilophosaurus, it's the Deinonychus. So yeah, I'll be doing that, and probably, like, actually creating another, like, if that gets done in time, I'll probably do some creating of actually what I'm properly doing down here. But, yeah, at least things are going well smoothly now. It'll be the next island that things start to pick up. And as I said, like, before I move between this weekend's episodes and the next time Jurassic World is on, I will be, of course, like, I will 5-star this island, like, if I do the main mission in the next episode, and I will do the 5-starring of this island off camera, and then before I move to the next island, I will show you what the 5-star version of this island looks like, or at least my version. And yeah, one thing I am trying to do is there's a possibility that thanks to everything slightly calming down with all this COVID, like, craziness, things are somewhat calming down, I guess, which is great. And it means that I've been thinking about it for a while now, but the guys and I have been itching to get the schedule back to normal, so I'm kind of, instead of doing it like as a rush, I'm setting it up so that way you'll have this weekend, you'll have Monster Hunters next weekend, but then after that, the following Monster Hunter weekend, is when we'll probably try to get things back to normal. So if everything goes well, you'll see not next weekend, but the Monster Hunter World weekend after next weekend. You'll probably, if everything goes well, and I'll keep you guys informed, but it'll have the Monster Hunter World and Doom, and then it will follow with what our normal schedule would be. So I believe after that it'd be Pokemon Randomizer and Control, and then after that it'd be finally bringing back Spyro and Crash. So that's why I wanted, I'm going to see how fast I can finish wrapping this up. We'll just see. Just depend. I'm hoping to get, I probably won't be rushing too hard out of this because I still want to enjoy it. Because I still love this game, but I will try my best to make sure that you guys still get to see a lot of good entertainment. Hell, maybe next week if I get someone, I know there's probably maybe one or two of you that made it this far to the end of the episode, but if people are still interested, in the series, I may start doing next week. Or not next week, but the 2 weekends after next weekend, when when there would be more of this. If people wanted, I would put a few more episodes out each weekend instead of just a simple 2. That way people would have more to watch. But for now, my friends, leave a like, leave a subscribe, make sure to hit the bell notification icon down below to be notified by any of our shenanigans that we post every weekend. And we shall see you in the next video. Thank you and goodbye.